I've gotten tired of the dark room, the mood lighting. I be wanting to feel like I'm alive, like when I'm recording. And so that's why I've done it. And plus, I have no windows. So
when I was living in Atlanta, I was using that mic almost exclusively to finish my album, and I like it compared to the U87.
What did you like?
It's probably
what was the difference that you noticed?
Half the price. It just felt better with my template.
He was like, this is probably the easiest and most cheapest way to get into Atmos from those speakers.
Really?
And I remember he put them up for me. He's such an audiophile. And he was like, yo, bro, real talk. Like that U87 Team U? He was like, it really sounded like that? I was like, bro, we didn't do anything to it. I said, when we played it on the pod, I was like, bro, that was genuinely what it was. That was not sponsored. This is not sponsored.
The Temu, we're not sponsored by Temu?
No.
Why not?
Nope.
Temu
That's
got
one of
a
the
bad
last
buzz.
people you want to be sponsored by.
They sure did. And I said no. All right, you doing? Relax, take it easy. Yeah, they sure did, but I said no.
Got you, word. Well, how have y'all been, man?
I've been pretty good, man. I'm just putting some Vaseline on my elbows because I just didn't want to look.
Ashy Dev.
Because it would blow mine if I saw a short clip of us and I'm like elbows up and somebody zoom in and be like,
Devvon,
yeah.
No, what you're trying to
I ain't gonna lie.
prevent is people taking AI and having a clip of us, and then they realize you were ashy, and then suddenly you're one of the blue siblings from the Proud family.
I don't get nothing you
Well,
just
that was
said.
a deep
You didn't
one.
get none
I'm
of
not
that?
gonna lie. That tells me his algorithm is way different from mine.
Fun fact, and that's all I'll say.
Put me on.
The blue sisters from the Proud family. They're not blue just because they're blue. They're blue because they're ashy. Proud family, louder and prouder. I didn't do that. It's not me.
That's interesting.
Whoa! I ain't gonna lie. That was
They, not me. Not me.
First of all, Courtney is trying to change this podcast.
I'm not.
Every episode, he's trying to start it, and he always goes into film. I'm just saying. I noticing it. He's trying to change us.
Fair enough. That's a fair assessment.
He's trying to change us. He's trying to make it the video nerds.
I want to talk about something though.
Okay.
So my favorite album this year so far has absolutely been the Clips album. I think
I
said
still
this on
haven't
pod.
listened. I feel so bad.
Gang.
God,
I keep hearing it. The little I've heard
Yeah.
sounds great, but I started and didn't finish. But yeah, I got you.
Yeah, so there was this convo I was having with my manager, and I was just like, the one thing I wish they did more, like, they don't ever go back to back. Like SP and Jadakiss from the Lox, they would like 2 bars from Jada, then 2 bars from Styles P, and they would just go back and forth. And I was like, they don't do that much. Did they even do that on the album? And he was like, yes. And I was like, what? What song? And then he played me the record, and I didn't notice it because they sounded so similar.
Yeah.
But then I'm listening to it, the more and it was one of the records I would skip. I ain't gonna lie, it grew on me. But I'm listening to this record. If I'm not mistaken, it's Ibida. I think that's Pharrell starts rapping, and then they go back and forth on the second verse. And what I noticed is, because there's 2 songs where they go back and forth.
Okay,
It's that
I'm
song
looking
and
it up.
then the song at the end that has Nas on it. It's called Let God Sort 'Em Out, if I'm not mistaken. And Chandeliers. They go back and forth from both records, but what I noticed on the Ibida one is the engineer, because they sounded so similar, I'm assuming, there's like a slight pan on each of their vocal, like
A little
one
left.
is a little more to the left, one's a little more to the right, and then I'm noticing this of them going back and forth, and it made it easier to discern. And I'm just like, whoa, I really like that subtle mixing thing.
You think that would be a good? This is going
That might
to
have been a tracking thing
piss-
too.
Piss people off. Do you think that? Hey, real quick, just had a huge favor that I wanted to ask you, and that is, could you please subscribe to the channel? It would mean so much to the growth of this podcast, as well as ensure that we're able to do more and more cool things on this channel on a weekly basis. So once again, it would mean so much. It would be a huge favor to us, and it would help us so much. Please subscribe to the channel. Okay, now back to your episode. How do you think that song sounds in Atmos?
I didn't listen to anything in Atmos, bro. I promise you.
I know so many people said.
That was really funny. That was really
Atmos
funny.
is up there with like
I'm gonna say
AI
something.
and
Yo, y'all really hate. A lot of y'all really don't like.
Even
are
the
really
comment we
mad
had
about
the
like
Sony,
mad about it.
yes.
I got no skin in the game,
Yeah.
but a lot of people are just are so mad about it, bro.
Yeah.
Like man, I did see the sentiment. I will say this, and I don't want to talk about Atmos. I just don't. But I seen people. A sentiment online where people are like, they're just tired of feeling like it's being jammed down their throats. That's that's the sentiment I did see, and I found that interesting. And I'm just opening a conversation to y'all in the comments about that. But moving on, I don't want to talk about Atmos because I'm gonna be honest. Anytime we put up Atmos anyway, people are just not interested. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like a lot of people just aren't interested. But I still do find some of those conversations very important. I just wanted to say that out loud. That's it.
You have piqued my interest though, especially with like techniques. And we have been actually talking about team products, albums, and brands for the past couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I probably want to start doing a deep dive and going back on just like a lot of the from 2000s, a lot of the albums that were collaborative products, specifically like Fan of a Fan with Chris Brown and Tyga. Shout out.
I'm gonna keep it a thousand with you. I think the run Jason Joshua he's still having, but that run like him, Dave Pissato, and Manny Marroquin, that is a wild run.
That's not fair.
That was an OD run.
That's like, and I'm not trying to like exaggerate. That's like KD going to the Warriors.
That was a crazy run.
It was homegrown because Jason started with them. So that's the reason we can let
Tricky.
that pass. But if for some reason Ali was to join the Neil Leslie collab thing,
I'm gonna be honest. That's like it would be like when they blocked the trade for Chris Paul to the Lakers.
Yeah.
That'd be like you can't do that.
No, you're not allowed.
You can't do that.
That's so crazy. That's so crazy.
Ali going to that team would be like, Chris Paul going to the Lakers and Davis start coming to say no.
Like when
can't do that.
Like when we had Leslie on, he talked about the Avengers that Guru called.
Right.
That's like Team USA.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, that's what it feels like.
At that time,
it's we can't have that even touch the NBA regular season. By the way, I'm mad at the NBA because of the 11 p.m. games. You heard about those?
11 p.m. Eastern?
West Coast games are going to start starting at 8 p.m. on the West Coast, meaning 11 o'clock Eastern.
Oh, can I be honest with you?
I'm not staying up until 2 a.m. watching the Warriors.
Can I keep it a beam?
What?
I like it.
You're tripping.
As a person,
you don't have a job.
Exactly. I like staying up late, and I hate when I finish my work.
I would love to watch. We got school work. Like
that's tough. I ain't gonna lie.
That's crazy.
I'll be honest with you though. I do feel like, they must. There's way. I'm sure they've studied this and have a method to their madness. But I would think that it does help them somehow. I would think, right? Because I would think that viewership will go down because I'm like, but in my head I'm like,
the East Coast is sleep, and I don't even think the West Coast wants to stay. They're not used to staying up that late for games.
Yeah, because they've been 3 p.m. for years. Like, I remember when I was every time I go to LA and I look on TV and I'm like, is this an old game? Like, it's like bright outsad and I'm going to lunch and I'm like, yo, this game is on right now. I liked it.
We flew into LA during one of the All-Star weekends and it was already going, and we was confused because it starts at 8 on our side. Oh,
that's right. Yeah.
What the hell? But anyways, audio.
All good. And we just going for it, man. We just talking. You know what I'm saying? Chatting.
Yeah, any new pieces?
Any new pieces in general? Yeah, nothing new. I got nothing new. I'm kind of staying. I feel like, can I say something? I feel like I feel like there should be a month that we choose, and it'd be like no plug-in November.
During Black Friday.
Oh my God, that's never gonna happen. People are like,
during Black
you're
Friday,
smoking
you're
dope.
Bugging.
Yeah. I'm not saying let's do that. But I feel like it's like one day that could be a thing. Like no plug in something like a month, like of just know what you call it. I haven't been buying anything lately. I'll be honest with you. I haven't been touching anything. I've been really getting really close to the tools that I already have for the most part.
I'm at my crossroads now. Where I'm in the market to upgrade. Fuck it.
Upgrade
it's
what?
Not a necessary. My mic. It's not necessary.
What are you currently on?
I'm on my Austrian Audio OC818.
Okay.
And I use this for like demos. But I'm on the market to just up it a little bit.
Not a sponsor.
Of course.
Go ahead,
absolutely not. But I'm in the market to upgrade a little bit, and I don't know what to choose between. But it's just a matter of what I feel like. So I can finally get my U87, which has been my dream mic.
You still want to get it? Yo, can I be honest with you? Mm-hmm. Yo, lately I just been like, damn, I want to borrow one.
Just to see what it is.
I just want to remember. Because I think because I've been hearing a lot of I've been hearing a lot of TL in 103 like vocals lately. Yeah. And I'm like, yo, these sound. Right. I miss this sound. Yeah. So go ahead, continue.
No, yeah, I have a short list of mics for sure. And of course I would love to get all of them, but that's not feasible. I'm not Devvon. So I'm
what does that mean? What does that mean?
Rich.
I'm not, yo, bro. I am not rich.
Hey, man, we're keeping that as a part of our pod motif.
I'm so not rich. I'm dead. I'm for real. I'm not rich.
So it's between the U87, of course, which has been my dream mic for the longest. Okay. The TLM 49, which like came in a few months ago. When I was living in Atlanta, I was using that mic almost exclusively to finish my album, and I like it compared to the U87. I didn't really do a real comparison of the two, but it just worked with my voice so well.
What did you like? It's probably like what was the difference that you noticed?
Half the price. It just felt better with my template. Like it wasn't it wasn't as transparent. I don't know if that's the right word.
Mm-hmm.
But
Or
it just was,
clear, or
no, it was clear. But I don't know. It was just dope.
okay.
It was
It just
fire,
felt good.
right? I want to get one of the Telefunken remakes.
Oh, remix like a
not
warm
an
audio.
actual, maybe not the warm, but I've been seeing a lot of those. You know which one I'm talking about? The little skinny tube looking one.
Earthworks.
No. The model of the Telefunken.
Right, but I'm saying what company is making the model?
I don't
that
know.
You're referring to?
I'm not looking at.
Kardik has the two. I think Kardik has the 251.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. So I'm looking for a
Elam.
251 remake.
Right, the Elam. But I think Kardik. I don't know what company he has. I think it's the warm audio. Keep it a bean. I think he has the warm audio one.
Yeah.
I think he has a warm audio.
I've heard
one.
good things about a few of the. I'm actually here.
Not a sponsor.
Because my guy Method has he just copped the new 251, so I'm gonna see what he got. But I want to mess with either one of the 251s. It's between the two Neumanns, a 251 remake, because I'm not getting a real 251 unless I could get.
Yeah,
it
that
for
251
the
is
price
a
of it.
bad crack.
What are we
That
talking
it's yo.
Or and last but not least, the Atlantis. I
What
don't
about
want to
it?
go up. That's one of the mics that I would consider. I don't want to go up from the Atlantis to the Eden because I don't want to deal with the tube thing.
Yeah.
But
Have you cut vocals on my
yeah. And it's
Okay.
beautiful. It's beautiful.
You
It
like
sounds
it? Okay,
amazing.
I was wondering if you
I'm
like
thinking
it.
about one of those. I actually have a real like wish list that I think I'm going to commit to in November because thankfully I have the funds to get all of this stuff.
Type.
But which I feel like people who watch me in real time start to get the shit that I want.
Yeah.
But it's just making the right decisions now, not impulsively buying like I was before. Because I think I'm gonna really get what you call it,
What?
2-tech. I'm gonna get the actual 2-tech.
You can get a
this
2-tech?
year. Yeah.
Well, you've been using it a lot in actual studio settings,
Yeah,
haven't you?
yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
I think I'm gonna get an actual 2-tech or the warm if I want to save some money. But I'm gonna go. What is it called? What's the compressor called? The 2-tech CL1B. I'm gonna get a CL1B.
That's the same thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
The CL1B. I'm gonna get one of the models of it. I don't know which one, but I think I'm leaning towards the
Which one?
real one.
So I've been seeing a lot of people posting about the TubeTech remake, and it's plug-in controlled. I felt like that would be best for you.
I saw the one you're talking about.
I've been seeing people post about it.
Yeah.
I think you would like that. It's plug-in controlled. So you don't even have to like sit and finick. You could just open up the plug-in and then it controls. Can I be honest with you? As far as the future of plugins and hardware, I feel like that would kind of entice me a little bit more to do it if the plug-in, if the analog piece has a plug-in with it that controls it.
Yeah.
Better Maker has one, like they have something like that too. They have the plugin that controls the limiter. Shout out, of course, McDSP, not a sponsor. McDSP has it too, where they have the APB, which Colin is a genius for that. Like that was the first one I seen for that. I know that I don't know if that's been around forever, but Colin was the first person I seen from McDSP that did that, and I just thought that was the most genius thing like ever, bro. Like when I first seen it.
And I think the last piece I'm gonna get. So I know I'm gonna get a real CL1B. I might get a pre with it too. I'm not an outboard guy, y'all know, but I do want to get a real one just to mess with it.
Which one you got?
CL1B. That's what I'm talking about.
No, but preamp wise, you took your MT48 from here?
Yeah. What? Are you kidding me?
I didn't even notice I didn't even notice it was gone.
But yeah, I'm never upgrading. By the way.
Yeah, no.
Unless they get a rack, I'm cool with that MT48.
But I'm just saying, your pre's are phenomenal.
Really?
Yes.
So if I don't need one, I'm not gonna buy it.
I don't think you do. I'm gonna be honest with you. Can I be honest with you? The only thing I can see you buying a preamp, why, is because you're looking for a different color. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
man,
but your
I like my
preamps,
color.
I told you I shot them out in that video. Bro, them preamps were. I was like, all right, that's the one thing I felt like it may have beat everything in was those preamps.
Yeah, that's the one. So yeah, perfect then.
Okay.
I think a new mic is in the. And granted, I'm very satisfied with my setup. My setup helped me finish the line. I don't need an upgrade. It's just more like, all right, now I'm getting.
I want to try something different.
I think that 1B is in the cards for me this year. I think the either 251 or one of the Neumanns. Maybe the Loud in Atlantis because I really like the Atlantis. And then I think what I'm really gonna upgrade, which I don't really need to, but my speakers. I think I'm gonna ditch because I right now have the Cali 6s, LP 6s, and I have the JBL 8s.
You have the Cali 6 and the JBL 8s.
Yeah,
I would want you to upgrade.
I probably I think I'm probably just gonna ditch both
and get one.
I'm gonna get the Neumann I forget which exact model, but I'm gonna get one of the Neumann.
Is it the three-way or a two-way
Probably,
speaker?
yeah,
It's a
three-way.
three-way?
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm gonna get a
gotcha.
Neumann 3-way, and then I think I'm gonna get like either the Neumann 3-way or the Barefoots, the new Barefoots.
Yo,
I like 'em.
Can I say that the Barefoots are so producer? It's such a producer speaker.
Yeah.
Like all the producers I see really like those Barefoots. I've heard them once. I'm gonna be honest. I would spin the block to take another listen to them. Once again, I am super cool though. I love my monitors. I'm cool. I'm super cool.
Yeah,
with my
I'm
monitors.
looking at the
super
Neumann
cool. I love my monitors.
KH310s, which are 8.25 inch on the cone.
Okay. 8-inch
yeah.
for the woofer?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know if I'm allowed to say who I saw using this, but probably the most reputable producer. He's on all of our lists.
Okay.
I was in studio with him, and he was using.
So if you're anything like me, you have hundreds of plugins on your system that you barely use or never used at all. It takes so much time for your DAW to start up because it has to scan hundreds or thousands of plugins, as well as you're getting these annoying prompts that come up from demos that you never activated. Some of you are even probably running into the issue of old plugins that are still on your system that if you even open an instance of them, it crashes your DAW. Well, we made this super simple tool called Bypass. And what Bypass allows you to do is it allows you to easily just scan the plugins on your system, all the different formats as well on Windows and Mac, and allows you to easily delete them. Cut and simple. You can get the Bypass app at helpmedevon.com. And I want to know your bypass number.
The iLouds. The little micro iLouds. And it was
amazing.
Yeah.
Shout out Jonathan Morrison.
Okay.
Because he was the person that put me onto those speakers. They're from IK Multimedia,
Yes.
right? He put me onto those speakers. He was like, this is probably the easiest and most cheapest way to get into Atmos from those speakers.
Really?
And I remember he put them up for me. He's such an audiophile. He put them up for me and he was playing them and I was just like, yo, these sound amazing. This is like 4 years ago. He was put me onto them. So I know those speakers they sound way bigger than they are.
No, literally.
Yeah.
It was
not a sponsor.
I can't say it because it would give away who it was and I don't think I'm allowed to. But he using those and I was confused, like, why was he using those? But then throughout the weeks I was listening, I was like, yeah.
I'm cool.
It was between those and a pair of KRKs. So shout out to them. I think I'm gonna just switch to those.
To the iLouds?
To the iLouds and the Neumann KH310s.
So you're gonna use the iLouds as your little speaker and then is your near fields. So
I think when I do that, I probably, to be honest, I think the smartest thing would do if I'm gonna make all those changes to my studio, because I don't need to make changes, and I'm so satisfied with everything I have. I'm running my Austrian into my Neumann, and I got my JBLs and my Cali audios. Like, I'm so cool. I think when I move and I'm in a new space, then I'll probably do that because I know I have an idea of where I want to move and like what city and what I want my studio to look like with the windows behind it. Like, I need to see the city and everything.
Bro, can I say something, bro?
Windows are almost
I would
almost necessary.
kill for a window view in my studio.
I feel like we've been ingrained to like windows are the devil in audio and like it's gonna mess up your all of that. And I get it,
bro. I'll take the L.
Seriously. And
you're just talking about in general. Right?
Yeah.
What? As far as what?
Just like I thought you meant like now, like because like if you're like in like a, a setup like yours, and like how do you even get like a?
Of course, yeah.
It would be hell on earth for me from a content perspective.
Yeah.
But
you're talking about in general.
Just
if I could pick a studio with a view,
I would be like, I'll get a curtain system or something when I'm shooting.
Yeah,
when I'm shooting, but I'm gonna be honest, bro. It would be so much if I could just open my curtains and just I could work so much more less inspiring. Because here's the problem with me. The reason why sometimes I want to run out of my studio because I'm like, oh no, it's 7. Let me get a little sunlight. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like sometimes I try to leave
because that's always been a dream, and I think I've said this a bunch of times on the pod. But shout out my guy Mego, Andre Mego. He's an incredible producer, musician, probably one of the best like pianists that I know. But he I'm not gonna say where or anything, but he just moved to a new apartment, nice little like 200th floor in a big city, and I'm just like, he's just showing me his new studio setup, and it's instruments. It's not a big involved like us with all the whatever. It's almost minimal, feels minimal, but then they got that view. And it's like that city view is so necessary for me. And I've never understood. You know what it was? I think the first time I ever went to a real like writing camp, I flew out to LA, and we were in a studio. I think it was Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis's studio. This is in 2021 or 2022. And we were doing a week straight of working. And I was excited and eager because it's like my first big, like I'm flying
in to do the
and I'm
job.
like, whatever. Hotel to studio every day. But then I hated leaving the studio, getting to the studio at noon, leaving the studio at 2 a.m, and it's dark. And I'm missing the entire day of sunlight.
Right.
And that's always stuck with me. So I think, if I move, it don't even gotta be a high floor, but it gotta have a nice view or something. And I need my window. I need to see the world. And I feel like we get so caught up in just the fact that we're looking at our screens, let alone in dark rooms or in the basements or whatever. Like I'm always going to. I think that's where my sonic versus workflow conversation comes.
I think it has something to do with workflow because environment is also important.
Yeah, it is. It's extremely important, and I prefer looking outside any day, no offense, versus like a bunch of lights.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I get it. And you see me with all these damn lights in here. Just
I feel like
trying
that
to,
compensates it. Yeah,
yes, I'm trying to add, some ambiance. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that y'all bring up a good point because I think to myself and say, yeah, we were raised in the dark studio.
Yeah.
I feel
Windows
like I want
are the devil to good sound.
Yeah, we all grew up in that. When you come to the studio, it always. Can I be honest with you? Every time I stepped into a studio as a younger person, it always was intimidating, which I feel like wasn't conducive to my like performance as an artist. I'd feel very intimidated just by the feeling and the energy of it. The studio always felt extremely serious. When in my heart, I was like, damn, I want the studio to feel fun.
Place where you have, damn, you know what's so crazy about that? That literally can translate even with, and a lot of our older relatives are Gen Xers and stuff like that. So even from their time, like entertainment and music in that facet, it wasn't really seen as something to, unless you were just an audience member, it wasn't really seen as a commodity or something you're gonna enjoy. If someone told you, the studio's down that block, the building is protected. Yeah. Shutters, like you can't see nothing.
That's so true.
And I will say
that is so true. That culture of a studio is always darkness and what's the word I'm looking for? Sheltered, closed off. Like that is the vibe of a lot of studios.
Also, some people like use the excuse of focus, quote unquote.
Sure.
But I'm cool. I will say the best studio, or not the best. I'll say this because we are bound by NDAs, which is a great thing. But the biggest people I've ever worked with all have that in common, where their studio feels like open space, or there's a patio.
Beautiful.
And it's whether it's a home studio or at wherever.
Right.
So I really really love that.
Right.
And I think that's one of the scams we've been bound to in this music industry. Can I
Sure.
tell you another scam?
Can we stay here for a second? Then we go.
Yeah.
This is why I chose the colors blue and white for my studio, just because I didn't want. The only reason I did this midnight blue, like this midnight navy kind of color, is for content. Because white walls, like really light bright walls, don't look good on camera for me. It creates more contrast. But I wanted white. That's why you see the accents. Everything is white because I just wanted a more lively kind of feel. Because I'll be honest with you, for me, like, I've gotten tired of the dark room, the mood lighting. I be wanting to feel like I'm alive, like when I'm recording. And so that's why I've done it. And plus, I have no windows. So to think about it, if I'm spending 12 hours a day in this room, I said to myself, bro, this can't be good for me, bro. Just to be sitting in a dark room for 12 hours, like having the time of my life. But at the same time, it's just like, that got to be doing something to me, like mentally.
It's a dream, not work. And I feel like when I think of a dull working environment, I think of the office thing that we all, the 9 to 5 clock in, you're in your cubicle in this trapped space for a bit. I feel like a lot of people use music to escape that idea or that lifestyle.
True.
So I think, that's one of those things.
You know what you just made me realize I'm going to do? Since I'm getting rid of so much analog mixing gear, I think I'm going to chop that desk down. You just made me realize. Because first and foremost, a lot of, there's a lot of different acoustic issues with a desk. in a studio where, you know, the way that sounds bounce off the desk and hit my ears with the early reflection. Like, there's a lot of things that people, you know, I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I know that there's a lot of reasons why even just having less of the desk is actually pretty powerful from a sonic standpoint. So I'm looking at my stuff right now and I'm like, you know what I could do? I could literally get a one rack space, chop both of those pieces off, and just have the rack, and then I'd be fine.
Or you could sell everything and become an iPad producer.
I'm not gonna do that.
Why not?
I'm not gonna do that
because I still come from the school of thought of that my capture and my recording is very important to me.
So
and
you don't think iPad could capture great recording?
I think it could get it done for sure.
No, not get it done.
What?
Great recording.
Sure. Yes, I think so. Yes, I've
Do you know
recorded
that
things
Temu
on
sold-
iPhones that I was like,
Temu sells what was it called? Oh yeah, XLR to 1/8 inch cables that you can plug straight into your headphone jack.
let me tell you, where's that cable? Hold on, stop. This is
think we
not
put it back in
sponsored,
here.
by the way. Respectfully, it's not sponsored.
I ain't gonna lie. Say that shit one more time. I'm playing. You're right though. I get it.
Hold on, talk.
I'm gonna keep it going. Say that shit because I know somebody is tired of hearing it, but it's necessary at this point. Unfortunately,
again, I swear.
fucking.
I keep hearing that.
That's funny.
I keep hearing that, so I just want to, you know what? Listen, I'm just, you know.
Yeah, but remember, if you're new here, we did a Temu episode where we got a bunch of gear from Temu, which we're gonna double back and do a part 2 too. But with our Neumann U87, they gave us a cable that was so interesting. It was an XLR to aux. And do you have it? Oh, shout out to SheQ, by the way.
First off, shout out the homie, Jinting. Shout out SheQ Audio. She gave us a pink XLR. This is not sponsored. This is just a good friend of ours. She gave us all one, and I just happen to have mine. It's from SheQ Audio. Really, go support them.
Yeah,
Real talk.
it's fine.
This is not sponsored. This is amazing. It's a pink. It is a pink XLR. I thought that was cool. This is cool. And then secondly, here is the cable from who was it? From Temu, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So
This
this
is Temu exclusive cable.
it's the
by
Temu
way.
exclusive cable. This is not sponsored. Long story short, we have an XLR female, right? And then on the other end, tell me how, Sway. What does
How
this
can
mean?
we use it?
What
I
is
think you plug it into your iPad and just start recording.
So, I'm not gonna lie.
But Nick, you realize that you need what
They-
is it called?
yo.
Phantom power.
I'm about to say, damn, I need phantom power.
Yo, the nerve. It says high grade, low noise microphone cable.
I would like to argue the.
I will. I would like to challenge
listen
that.
to the noise floor on this hoe. I'm not gonna lie. Damn, you was right because you really got me on the phantom power.
And can I-
I'd be
you
like,
know what
But
I-
here's-
yo, take an iPhone dongle
But listen to me
and a
closely.
Rode NT1A.
But-
you about to make some magic.
Listen
no
to-
phantom power.
Listen to me closely, Courtney. Wouldn't this be a mono signal, right? On this end. And then this is a stereo tip ring
Hey,
sleeve.
You don't know about that technology, bro. Just let it
I
ride.
guess I don't.
Yeah, bro.
Anybody, so I want in the comment
probably
section,
breaks down.
give me some ways that this is probably the most genius, like,
Yeah, because can I tell you
cable
something? I feel
on
bad
earth.
for that kid, the 10-year-old that went on Temu and saved up, got his $17, sent it to his mom,
Right.
and got her to buy him the Neumann U87, and plugged it into his Windows, into the mic input on the Windows PC.
Oh, that's what he did.
And it didn't work.
Yeah,
I
because-
know he feels like everything is a lie.
Wait, so let me ask you this question. Does the Temu, when you plug this in, can it do 48 volts? Does it need 48
can't.
phantom power for that
it has
Temu mic?
to need it. Yeah, it has to.
So it can't do it from
There's a
this.
way we can find out.
I'm not doing this right now. This is going to be too much work. But
No,
I'm,
because if it needs 48 volts, this doesn't take 48 volts.
yes, it does.
Oh, then never
Condenser.
mind.
It's a condenser, so it needs
Oh,
48.
it is a condenser.
So it needs 48. So what was the point of them giving this cable with the mic?
Scamming. It's a scam.
I don't understand that.
It's the biggest.
Shout out
scam.
China, man.
Shout out the whole country.
Yeah.
No.
Because is it Temu based in?
No, yes, but I mean, it's like shout out China.
out
It's like, what does that have to do with
Pyongyang,
anything? It's, I guess
The
this is
same way,
Temu's
like
stuff.
when KFC puts out like the fucking burger, but it's 2 chicken patties as the buns and then a piece of
dead.
bacon. It's like shout out America.
You know, shout out America.
Yeah.
You know what's so funny? I feel like what would shock us all is to find out the sales of Temu microphones and find out that they're like like if it was up there, like on the sales.
I'm
they
pretty
might-
sure it is.
I
They
bet
might flex
you.
it. They might be like over 1,000
Over
sold.
over a million Neumann U87. I don't. First of all, how are they getting this off from a copyright stamp? And I'm sorry, GQ Audio. I'm sorry,
Dang.
Jing, for even putting this
You
cable
talking about
next to your
you
cable.
talking about, and I'm not trying to make this a country thing, but you talking about where all the knockoffs come from.
Not all. Don't
Not
generalize.
all, of course.
Where a lot,
My
where
fault.
there are a lot of knockoffs come from.
So, yeah.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
who knows? Did Neumann what you call it?
What?
Did they, like, you know how Nike copywrote the
Just do
or
it.
trademarked the silhouette?
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, yes.
Did Neumann do that with that?
I mean, they're still selling them.
Because Rode might have something to say.
Wait. Because Rode, you saying that Rode has a similar setup to
Neumann, a look,
Yeah.
right? Am I tripping?
But here's my thing though. Yes, but I can name 3 mics that have the Neumann U87 silhouette.
Exactly. I could name mad mics with a Telefunken.
Sure, KSM 44.
Yeah.
By the way, that microphone, not a sponsor, that microphone is incredible. And I remember when I was in school, I brought this up on the podcast before, when that microphone was very close, my professor showed it, he was very close to that U87 sound. It was the 44. It's been 1,000 years since I was in school. This was back in 2009. So my ears back then was like, whoa, this mic is only 800 and it sounds like the Neumann a little bit.
like if I was-
so,
like the
don't know.
Neumann?
But I remember that KSM, it was impressed me when I was younger. It did impress me when I was
Like, if
younger.
I was,
not a sponsor.
If I was Telefunken and I'm seeing all these 251 remakes, I'm like, hey, gang, all right, let's bust it down then.
What you mean?
You don't think Telefunken copywrote the silhouette?
I think they could trademark their silhouette.
Trademark.
Sorry, I don't know if it's trademark or patent. I don't know which word it is. Sorry,
Regardless,
I'm not. Sorry.
I think
They're unique enough.
that can't be in audio. That cannot be the case in audio because the amount of clones in audio that are just accepted.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, it must not
But
be
to be-
because
to be
think about all the
Warm,
remakes.
Yeah, warm.
I would say, to be fair, form
It'd be
factor.
real high
The
to
Sony
watch.
C800, all the remakes. Go ahead.
To be fair, form factor is sometimes a harder thing to like.
Patent.
But if Nike was able to get off the Air Force One as this is ours,
Yeah.
then why is Bape in trouble?
Because can I be honest too? Neumann's is very plain and simple and clean.
Yeah.
There's not much. The
Plainest sneaker is the Air Force One.
See it like this, if I showed my wife a U87 and I showed her the KSM 44, she'd be like, okay. And then I put the other, and then I put like the Rode NT2A, she'll be like, well, that one looks a little cleaner. She'll probably say the Neumann looks a little bit more high quality, but they kind of are looking the same. The grill is silver. All 3 of them are silver. I think it's harder. Like I would think about it. It's a person from a legal perspective, just looking at it and going,
Their microphones.
you're not getting this off, bro. Can I be honest?
Because Shure might have a case on them stage mics.
I'm about to say now Sennheiser. And
Yeah, you can't do that.
you can't.
You can't change.
Sennheiser and-
Come on.
Sennheiser and Shure. That's one thing because remember previously
Pause.
before that it was the
what?
cylindrical joints on the stands.
That's right.
They literally said, "Are we gonna keep making stage mics that look like this? No. Let's do
Oh,
something
no.
different."
KRK might be able to sue the world.
Facts.
Why?
Speakers.
Facts.
How many monitors are built like KRK?
Like their form factor.
There's a lot. There's a lot.
A lot.
But you can't to me, I don't think you can like
because
Yeah, there's
fluids
gotta
look
be something
different.
there.
fluids look very different. Not
your
these
sub?
specifically. What's my sub?
Oh no, I'm tripping.
That's a middle speaker.
Yeah,
My sub is I have a KRK sub though. It's not a sponsor. I have a KRK sub though.
This has been.
It's not over. No, it's
not.
over. It's over.
This
over.
has been the My.
No, it's not over.
This has been the My Studio Owners podcast. Thank
Thank
you for
you.
supporting. Thank you for
Thank you
tapping
for
in.
supporting.
Let's don't forget if you want a free plugin from us, just comment something nice.
Yes, we are
Something
opening
kind.
that back up. If you leave a comment, excuse me, this has been the My Studio Nerds podcast, the podcast for studio nerds like yourself. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And just know one lucky person in the comment section is going to get that VIP Gold Edition Rosetta EQ compressor or Vortex. We have a gold version of that as well. We also have something new coming.
Ooh.
I'm almost ready to start talking about it, but not yet, but coming soon. And Bypass is out. Thank you for everybody that's been supporting that. Shout out to our members. If you would like to become a member, comment below. I've been mixing records in our private Discord, which has been awesome. Sometimes I just go in there, just mix, master, and just chill with them. And yeah, it's just been great, man. So just thank everybody's supporting.
And shout out to iLoud, man. That's my little MVP of the week because